body mass index is the amount of fatness, then reduced muscle mass. Etiological, they say reduced food intake, absorption, underlying inflammation, or acute disease or injury. Actually, what has paradigm shift in thinking in this area has undernutrition has changed into inflammation. Inflammation is basically a chronic disease process in both non-communicable diseases, all the overnutrition issues as well as undernutrition. I will tell you why inflammation is important. Now, all of us know that obesity is coming up in a big way in developing countries also. This is higher in developed countries because they have been over the years feeding it, but they have set up several counter mechanisms. For example, I'll give example in 2010, US Michelle Obama made a task force in schools. They banned all food items in schools in US, and they have been able to manage obesity there. They set the premise that when you are obese as a child, you are definitely going to be obese adult because there are no treatments available. Whatever an obesity drug comes today, tomorrow it goes up from the market. No obesity drug has lived in the market more than 2-3 years because they have a lot of adverse events. So obesity and bariatric surgery, which is done for obesity, is also not that successful. So if at all you have to take care of obesity, you have to prevent it. So that is how what they understood that they have to prevent obesity in children. As I was saying, okay, US has a double, US has obesity. There are hardly pockets of undernutrition there. But if you see countries like India, Bangladesh, and other African peninsula, you see there you have a double whammy. You have an infant which is obese in some pockets, and you have an infant which is undernourished in some pockets. This will be happening in our state also. If you take Srinagar city, you will have a lot of children with obesity. If you go to two, we have done study in around 1,08,000 children in country. All the fee-paying schools, means private schools, you will find children are obese, and if you go to government schools in the same city, they are undernourished. So that is the double whammy which we are having. I think this laptop has a battery running. So, Global Health Observatory, which is a WHO driven the repository, it gives, I can give you just an idea that what are the top killers. And top killers are ischemic heart disease globally. So, you must have heard that heart attack is happening here and there. So, ischemic heart disease is the #1 killer. And then you have strokes that causes morbidity and mortality in the West and Europe. In our country, in India, you have ischemic heart disease also as well. You have, because ischemic heart disease is directly related to diabetes and obesity, so you have a high prevalence of these disorders. But there is additional issues like infective diseases are still existing in our country. Infections like HIV/AIDS, hepatitis, and diarrheal diseases and respiratory tract infections in children. They are the common causes of death in this country. So that is what WHO, when they streamline overall the global data, so that gives a clear-cut difference between the higher income countries versus lower income countries. So we have both things happening. Because of this transition, we have a lot of heart attacks, strokes, cancer. Cancer is a non-communicable disease. This is related to our lifestyle, except barring give cancer, which have a close genetic or other issue. So cancers, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, stroke, all these take a heavy toll from our country. In addition to that, we have other lifestyle issues, which is like firearm injuries, road traffic accidents, drug addiction, smoking. These are some additional issues which are happening in our country. So that is, as I said, that there may be a genetic contribution, but genes are unmodifiable. We cannot modify them. But we can definitely modify our lifestyle. Lifestyle would mean both diet and exercise. So this is again, if you see, I don't want to focus you on every slide. You can see this black one tells us how many non-communicable disease deaths because of cardiovascular diseases and diabetes are caused in the lower and middle income countries. Although WHO would prescribe diet, a healthy diet, there is a prescription list, but it is not being observed. If you see the data, research which is available, it is not being observed. Probably there is lack of awareness and there is a significant influence from the corporate, and there is also additional factor, that is lack of will at the policy maker or administrative level. We know nutrition, science, you don't need to be told. We can classify foods like foods of animal and vegetable origin. We can classify them as macronutrients. Fiber is one of the macronutrients now, and micronutrients, vitamins, minerals. And we also classify foods like bodybuilding ones, energy foods, and protective foods. And if we see macronutrients, you know, carbohydrates is our major staple diet, whether it is rice or wheat, world over. And we need to take around 45, 65% of the food. It is for general public. And believe me, as endocrinologists, we prescribe similar food to diabetics also. So there was, when we were students, people were saying, no, diabetes, you have to have diabetic diet. Actually, there is nothing like diabetic diet. You have to have healthy diet from the beginning so that you don't fall prey to that. So there are concepts of glycemic index, you must be knowing, but that doesn't make
आपको
too much
पोस्टर्स
of
चाहिए
a
ना, तो बाहर इवोल्यूशन चल
difference
रही
when
है,
you
पोस्टर्स
come
आपको
to
चाहिए, बाहर
practice.
इवोल्यूशन चल रही है।
Actually, the amount of carbs you take have to be taken according to your energy.
इसके लिए कोड है इसको,
required.
तो फिर
There
अपना
are
पासवर्ड होना
some
चाहिए, बट आपके
foods
पास वो
out there
पासवर्ड
that
नहीं
these
होगा।
are healthy because they may have actually more fiber into it. They are not
उनको
refined.
वाईफाई कनेक्ट करना है,
There are a lot
इंटरनेट
of
नहीं चल रहा है उनको।
foods which are
ऐसी
mentioned
जरूरत
here.
है
I
इनको।
don't want you to go into the details, but you can
Oral,
see
oral,
the
oral.
highest glycemic index, lowest glycemic index. Actually, not much difference is there. The idea is that if you add refined sugar, add table sugar, addition, these refined, the industrial processes create a lot of other issues. So go as much possible as to the natural foods, unprocessed. Similarly, in proteins, we should take 10 to 30%. Of course, there is the source of protein. If you have some proteins, which may have fats in addition, and there are some proteins which are beneficial. You see that foods, they can have protein. This is the protein content, given a just idea how the protein content goes from 0 to 100% in different foods. It's a visual impression. And fat is a very important area which has been discussed. Most of you must be knowing. But whatever I speak to you today on this podium may not be correct tomorrow. Please don't blame me, because things change every other day. Is also coming up. There's a very interesting story you must have heard of the sugar industry versus fat industry in US. Only 3 years back, there was a discovery that all the 3 people who were researching on that fat. So I will also give one important study here that is called Pure Study. That will tell